Why are TBRs so hard? Hey everyone, my name is Amanda and I'm the Fun Size Reader, and today is the day where we figure out what the heck I'm gonna read in November. October was hard on me. October was really hard on me, you guys. I sucked at reading in October. I don't know what the hell was going on. Like, what was going on in my head? I couldn't focus on books. I couldn't focus on anything. I watched a lot of Bachelor in Paradise, like an ungodly amount of bingeable TV I watched as compared to what I normally watch, which is not very much. Like Love is Blind, binged. We just binged all 4 episodes straight through and then had to wait for the next week. Our Paradise is like, I have Hulu, so it is off by a day, so we get shifted. And so I watched a lot of TV, a lot. And I just don't know if it was because I couldn't focus on reading. So I wanted to go about doing my TBR slightly different for this month because I knew that I was coming off of a month that was really hard for me. I kept trying to force myself to really stick to the books that I said I wanted to read in my TBR, and it ended up like completely screwing me over and not letting me get to things that I wanted to get to, or things that I like had you guys vote to get to. And so I feel really bad about that. Like I feel like I let you down. That's one thing that's really hard for me about these TBR videos is like, you know, I talk to you guys about what I'm gonna read, like I set this plan, and then if I don't do it or I don't get to it, I'm like, I feel like I let y'all down. Don't tell me if you feel that way because I will feel even worse about myself. Yeah, just don't tell me. Thanks. My anxiety thanks you. I am still gonna set a TBR, but I'm gonna do it different. I think I'm gonna have categories this month, okay? I'm gonna have categories that are gonna have like certain books attributed to them, but I'm gonna give myself leeway and be like, here are my options. And you can choose things within that, like depending on your mood, right? So here are my 3 categories. Number 1, vampires. Because November is going to be a huge freaking vampire month. I thought October was supposed to be for vampires. It's not. It's going to be November. Because on the 8th, we have Charm coming out from Tracy Wolff, as a lot of you are waiting for. We have the next Shadow in the Ember with Daddy Niktos, which is coming out on November 15th. And that is A Light in the Flame. And then I have to read Daddy Orion in Zodiac Academy 7 before December when they release book 8. I have huge, thick, chunky books that I need to read strictly for vampire season, like strictly for November and these freaking releases coming out this month. And that is daunting as fuck. Like, I am so worried about not finishing these books in November because I just look at these sizes of these books and I hear that Tracy Wolff put like 350,000 words in this book, and I'm just like, don't y'all know I'm a mom and I don't have time? Like, that's why I need to read short things and get them out to you, because the long books take a long time. They take a long time. And I get so many anxious comments, especially about Crave. Like, I get so many comments. Have you finished it yet? Have you finished it yet? Have you finished it yet? And I'm like, y'all, I have a toddler. So I am running around all day long. I have not finished it yet. So I don't know. I've already pre-ordered the book because I need to have like the deckled edges that match the rest of my copies. But I might get it on my Kindle because it's easier to read, like walking around my kitchen holding my Kindle. Yeah, we'll see. I'm not a huge audio fan. It's not easy for me to do. I like to be able to pay attention to things going on in my household, and I feel like sometimes the audio distracts me from being able to do that because I like auditory cues are a big part of my life. So I am not skilled at doing that. Some people are really skilled at doing it and they can like audiobook all day long and do everything that they need to do. And I just can't do that. It's gonna probably be Kindle. Category 2, holiday books. Yeah, because I'm gonna have to start reading those because I guarantee there's a bunch of you that wanna know what to set for their TBR in December. So I'm working on like compiling a list. There are some that are coming out this year, but not a ton of them. And so I've been like trying to pay attention. I've been trying to pay attention to like indie ones that are coming out, to stuff that's coming on KU. I started reading Megan Quinn a couple months ago, I think in September. And she on her Instagram put out that she was releasing a Kindle novella for Christmas. So I was like, oh, okay, like didn't know about that one. So I think there's going to be more being announced coming soon. But I'm starting to try to accumulate those for you, at least a list, because I'm going to put out like my reviews, obviously, but also a like video list for things to add to your TBR for this holiday season. There's a lot that I'm planning for the next 2 months, and I'm just gonna kind of drop that and walk away from it. I'm planning a lot of things, I'm working on a lot of things, but I'm not gonna tell you yet. Okay, just keep an eye out. This is one of the physical Christmas books that I actually did purchase. There's Something About Mary. It is book 2 in Cody Hall's series of Christmas romances. And the first one was Nick and Noelle's Christmas playlist. Obviously, Nick and Nora's infinite playlist is what's going through my head, because she uses puns a ton in the books. And obviously There's Something About Mary is a pun also, which makes it really fun to read. I think I had a video on Nick and Nora's playlist that I can link if you're interested in checking that one out if you haven't seen that one yet. But I am going to read this one, the physical book, and I'm just going to kind of look at the other ones that are available because some of them aren't available yet. Megan Quinn's is not available until like the last day of November, so I don't think I'm gonna get to that one. So I have to see which ones are available, but I have this one in my hands, so I can read this one. I do also think I have some that I bought last year that I never got to. So I have to check my shelf. My Christmas books are on my shelf in the other room. Like I don't have those in front of me. And my husband's on a work meeting, so I can't go in there. He has the bookshelves in there. Category number 3 is romance and or spice. Because when I get overwhelmed, and the holiday season is coming, so I'm sure I'm going to be getting overwhelmed, I need to read romance and spice because I don't have to think about it. I don't have to think about it. The Simple Wild is going to be obviously our book club book for November. So this is going to be a great romance non-thinker. But this guy is going to be my best friend, my Kindle, because I can just queue up any contemporary romance I freaking want, or spicy book I freaking want, all on Kindle Unlimited. I did start reading Sophie Lark in October. I know like there's 5 books in that series that I started, so like that's an option. It's a mafia romance, which this was like, her book was my first mafia romance. I know I'm behind the curve on that, but we'll see. We'll see how those go. I know like there's a ton of Megan Quinn that's on there. There's tons of contemporary, but also like the Christmas ones are contemporary romances. So anything that is romance spiciness that's just gonna like calm my brain down is category 3. Now, I was thinking about making this a category, but like I got way too many other things that I needed to read in my other categories. So I kind of wanted to throw this out to you guys. I did get a request from one of you for Viking books. Okay, Viking books, Viking romances. I have read one. I haven't done a specific review on it. I have talked about it in other videos, but I haven't done a specific review because I read it well before I even started my YouTube. The person that requested had already read that one. And so I said that I would look up other books. But here is my question. So like I have these lists of things to do or to read this month in November. And then December is going to be also like holidays, Zodiac 8, and a lot of other things going on. I have no idea what I'm going to read in December yet. Would you rather we like push Viking romances to like January and we make like maybe do a book club for Viking romance in January? Like what are your thoughts on that? Do you want them sooner, or do you want to like make it a thing that we do in January? Just a thought, just a question. I feel like that cold vibe like has like Viking with the furs and all of that. So it is something that we can like, I can make a thing in January. We can look forward to it. So let me know in the comments what you think. As for my backlist vote, so I did not get to Kingdom of the Cursed. I wrote Kingdom of the Feared in my poll and I realized that that was wrong because that was the new one. I did not get to Kingdom of the Cursed, which was what you guys voted for my backlist for November. So I will try to get to that. That's like, I'm gonna make that a priority depending on how my mood goes to get to that, since that's the one you guys voted. But for the backlist for November, I think I'm going to choose from Christmas books or holiday books that I have not read yet that are on my shelves. And I'm gonna do that because at least then I will know which ones you guys want reviews on so that I can get those out to you in preparation like for the upcoming December. But like I said, my husband's on a work meeting in the book room where all of those are. So I can't show you what they are right now, but I will put a poll in my community section or community page so that you can vote on those. Because that kills two birds with one stone. It hits my category and it hits my backlist reads. Let's just hope that like my mood works with me this month, because oh God, it feels so shitty. It feels so shitty. I hate when I get in a slump, and that's what I've kind of felt like for October. Like I had such high hopes and goals for October and slump. And so hopefully November's good. Hopefully. I feel like though these like last 2 months of the year, things get crazy busy and I don't know what's gonna happen this year. I'm trying to like be on top of stuff. I don't know if anybody else has already started preparing for the holiday season. I know I have, just because that's the way my mind works. You know, I want to stay on top of my videos with you guys, and I post 3 times a week. So I want to make sure that I still get my content out to you. So we'll see. We'll see. All right, y'all, tell me, what are the books that you're looking forward to reading in November? Let me know. If any of them fit with my categories and you want to throw it out there, like, hey, read this with me. Or you want to know what I think about it because you're reading it too, like, let me know. Leave a comment. Thanks for chatting today. Don't forget, you can also find me on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at The Fun Size Reader. See you guys next time.